What if I told you you can set up this one thing that on your restaurant that whenever customers walk in, they get it and then they come back later to redeem it? It's the perfect way to keep customers coming back for basically free. All you have to do is just have this $15 subscription that I'm about to show you. I am not affiliated with ManyChat, which is the software we're talking about here. We're just going to show you how exactly to use it to help you basically increase your repeat business by those people that walk in. We're actually in the process, we're collecting their phone number and email in order for us to retarget them later with either emails or advertisement to further remind them of our restaurant. And this is exactly what we're doing right now and showing you right. So we'll get right into it. So we're right here inside ManyChat. So we're gonna hit right now new automation so we can get this started. So, and we can start from scratch. And I like starting from scratch because I'd like to show you guys step by step in exactly how to do this flow exactly for yourself. Okay, so once we click here, this is the trigger. This is what's going to trigger the flow of our automation and basically get them the free item eventually after collecting their phone numbers and emails. Okay, so basically here, you're going to see this. You have a list of options. There's a QR code. So we're going to click this QR code one. User scans a QR code. So this is how the flow triggers. So basically when someone scans this, it will trigger this flow. Now, you can put a logo if you'd like inside here, but it's not needed, honestly. Keep it classic. And then we're going to save it. We're going to have to activate this code later on. Once we make it live, it will automatically, I think, activates. So right here on the start, this is where we're going to be like, we're giving them the free X. So it's either an appetizer or a free dessert, something small that when they come, they order it. Plus they order a meal beside it. So they spend more in your restaurant. And this is the idea, is to increase the repeat business of every single individual that walks into your store, right? So here, awesome, you made it. Click below to claim your free X on your next visit, right? And then let's improve this. You have AI that can help you. You can style it for marketing, which is what we need for this one. Okay, and then here we can say claim. And then we're gonna put the gift emoji in here, and then basically that's it. So basically, once they hit claim, we trigger another step. So here, what we want to do is, might have already have this, is that we're gonna name this to be, let's see, yeah, free item on your next visit. Okay, if you want to add a new item, a tag, all you have to do is just type the tag here, like free item on next visit. I'm just put an extra X just there, and then you hit add tag, and then it adds it right in here. The reason we're adding it is just keeping track that this campaign drove this much like traffic towards this specific QR code scan or this offer basically. So once this happens, we're gonna start asking them for information. Just be like, can you answer few quick questions before providing you with it's not before, I would say. It looks bad, it sounds bad. Okay, can you answer a few questions, or quick questions, so we can provide you with the free X. Okay, it only takes a few seconds. The reason we're saying this is just basically, and make it friendly here. Okay, that's a lot better, okay, than what I wrote. Okay, the reason why we're saying this, it only takes a few seconds, because we don't want them to, like, make them feel that it's going to take a long time. And then we're going to put a delay, 3 seconds. And then here, we're going to start with data collection. And then under here, when you hit data collection, you're going to see this like blue box open. We're going to click right on here and then hit email, right? And then here, we're going to just retype this, tap or type below your email. and then we had the emoji below. The reason why we're saying tap is because majority of these people have their email already included in the Facebook, so it actually auto generates for you. So all you have to do is tap, and it makes the process so much easier for them to actually claim it. So once we actually do this, we wait for the reply. We're gonna tag them here and call it email collected, right? The reason why we're actually want to keep track of the people that we can sort them out for the people that we actually have their emails and stuff like that. And again, if you guys want to use this into a different database, I might show you guys this if you have enough time. So once that is done, we're going straight to the next step, which is asking them for the SMS message or SMS at the phone number. So we're going to do data collections. We're going to delete this one. And then we can actually do a few wait here after. And then we can have it 2 seconds wait. And then right here, we're going to do phone. And then be like tap or type below your phone number. Do an emoji like that. That looks good. And then we're going to tag it again. And then we're going to be like SMS collected. Phone number collected. Okay. And then the next step here is that we're providing the offer. Here we can say, congrats. Here's your free X on your next visit. Just make sure you're in store when redeeming this offer. Okay, and then we can add an image here of our own dish. Okay, we can add an image, and then here we can improve this, make it friendly. We'll break this down here so it does this like that. And then here we can add a button, say redeem offer. And then we're going to have the gift one more time here. Redeem offer, right? And then we hit next. Here, every time, because people always click redeem offer, what we're going to do right now is basically send a message, say attention. Make sure you're in store with our staff when redeeming this coupon. Okay, so we're going to improve to make it friendly. See, I don't like the hi there. I don't like this at all. I'll keep mine, and then maybe I'll add an emoji. Oh shoot. Okay, attention, warning. We can have a warning here like that. I'll add a space. So attention, make sure you're in store. The reason why we're saying this is that because redeem offer. Because again, people click on this and then they redeem it and then you don't know how to track it. So this double red layer actually helps a lot preventing this issue happening, right? So once that is done, we're gonna actually here on this next step, we're gonna tag them. And then we're going to create a new like free item on next visit redeem, just to know that they redeemed it. Now we're going to ask basically, what if they just keep coming back and redeeming the same offer over and over? They can do that right now if you don't have something called a filter, right? And this is the reason why we actually add tags. There's a couple of things that we can do. So we're going to actually remove this line right here. And what we're going to do here is actually keep it as a condition. And then the condition basically says it has the tag, and if the tag is redeem, we're not gonna actually send them the offer. We're gonna actually send them to a different one. So basically, so if they don't have this redeem offer, right, they can go ahead and go through it. But if they do have the redeem offer, that means they actually redeemed it, right? So we're actually gonna say, sorry, you've already redeemed this offer. And then we can say something else later on. And then sad face. Just to keep it, you know, engaging. So this protects you from doing any of this. I mean, like people keeping redeeming this offer. But if some people, like I know a lot of restaurant owners would be like, I don't care. They can keep redeeming it, you know, as long as they come for the free item and come visit me again and again for that. Like, you know, it's awesome. Nobody's going to be driving down to your restaurant and then just getting that free, like, you know, fries or dessert, right? Some people might do it, but it's only a small percentage, right? So most people are going to come there to eat, plus they get the dessert for their full meal, right? So a couple of things here that, you know, that why we're adding the tags is this is the condition that basically. So right now, let's just say, what if you're running another campaign that you already collected the phone number and email? This is where you would actually just do conditions on each of these things here. So we can, the idea here is probably breaking up this question. Let me give you an example just to keep in mind if you guys want to do this later. So for instance, if you're going to do this, we can do here another condition, and then tag is phone collected, right? So if the phone collected, you don't want to ask them again of the whole thing. So if they didn't collect, so if we're not tagging them and we collected their email before, it's just going to go ask them the questions. But if we did have them already in our database, we don't really need to ask them the same question again. So we're going to straight take them to the offer. Similar here, if we broke this down. So I'm actually going to break this down. Let's see here, delete. And then we're going to remove this one more time. And then we're going to switch this to a message. And then we're going to delete this. I'm going to say delete. And then I'm going to say phone number, email, sorry. And then we're going to keep it like this. And then I think we have the tag. I'm going to tag it. I know my flow looks right now a little bit messy, but we'll explain it right away. So this, now the next step would be going right here. Okay, so the only thing we're adding is also another filter here, right? So we're going to take condition is tag email collected, and then if it's not collected, we're just going to go straight here. If not, it's going to come into the next question and see if this offer he has email. If it's not, it's going to send them right here. So basically this protects you from, like, you know, asking the same repeat question to the customer. You don't want to be collecting emails over and over again for the same customer. Doesn't make any sense. So we're going to guide you through this whole process. Now someone scans the QR code, they get this message, and then we tag them. Once we tag them, we know what campaign they're in, and then we tell them we have a few questions, and then it starts typing for 3 seconds, and then it checks if does they have an email or they don't have an email. If they don't have an email with us, we're gonna actually ask them an email. If they don't, we'll ask them the next question: do they have a phone number or don't have a phone number? And then it goes to the next question, right? So the whole idea here is that it's gonna skip the whole process of them entering their phone number if they already exist in your database, and basically that is done. And here it checks if they redeemed it or have not redeemed it, and if they redeemed it, it will just tell them sorry, we didn't, and then that's it. Basically this is the whole for. We can now go ahead and set this live. Oh, it's telling me something here. Okay, makes sense. So we're just gonna delete this because saying we're gonna wait. So we're just not gonna use wait steps. So is there another wait step? Okay, we're gonna remove this image too because we don't have an image. Perfect, this is live. So I just wanna make sure that we have our QR code here. We can now download this code image to start it. So what we can do before is preview it, just making sure everything works properly. So we're gonna hit claim, and then now it's saying, does this guy meet the condition? So we're just gonna say don't meet the condition. So it's gonna ask us for the email. I'm gonna do test@gmail.com. and then ask us if there's meet condition. Now, let's say we have the person already gave us their number before. We're going to set this, and it's going to send us right to redeem coupon. Now, we'll restart this whole thing, and then we're going to redeem, and then does not meet the condition. It's going to say attention, right? Redeem, and then we can say thank you in the end there, at the end of it. So right now, let's preview it again. Now, let's just say he doesn't exist, doesn't have any database with us. We don't have not collecting, so we're not going to actually meet any of the conditions. So test@gmail.com does not meet conditions, and it's going to ask me for the phone number. And then it's going to ask me to redeem, and then does not match this condition. And then we're going to say attention, redeem it, and that's it. So here we can say thank you for redemption. So right here, see if we can fix this. Okay, did a little bit of a, I don't know, we'll go right in here. So once they tag, we can ask them and saying thank you for your visit, and then we can keep it as that. We can keep it as that. Or you can actually ask for a Google review after they leave. So the way you can do this is basically you put a smart delay, and then you can have a 2-hour delay or an hour delay. And then after that, you send them a message saying, we hope you enjoyed your visit with us today. Please leave us a quick review. It would mean the world to us as it helps us. Something like this. And then on this button, we're going to click this button, and then we're going to hit a URL. And then we're going to go to Google here and go restaurants near me. Let's see, 1 second. Let's just take this guy's example. I'll show you a really good way of here, and then we can send them into this page, or we can say reviews right away. Let me see here. There's this page. Let's see. If we take this page again, okay, no, there's a share. I forgot where is the share review thing. Not this one. We can send them to this page to review, but we want to actually make it as easy as possible for them to review. So I forgot where the link is. 1 second. So once here, I think if you're an admin of a restaurant, you should have that review kind of share button, and this is what you should share, right? So it will pop up like this immediately. So anyways, we're going to use this as a link, for example, but if you're like the business manager of your Google My Business, you should see this kind of share review link, right? And then here, review us. And basically that's it. So here, and after a bit, they come and they get the rest and review us. Now, you can actually use like a questionnaire before this, where like, oh, how was your experience? Good, bad, very bad. And then you kind of tell them, oh, tell us more about it if it was a bad experience. So you can actually use actions here on each of these buttons, right? You can add a bunch of buttons like this, right? And then basically this is, you can say this is very good, it was okay, very bad, okay, something like that. We're gonna remove this embedded thing, right? And then there, if it was very good, you would send them to a Google review. And then here, you would just send them a message. This is further increasing your reputation, right? So here you can say, thank you, please leave us a review, right? And the wording of the last message should change. And then we're going to put this as embed. I'm going to put the website here, and I'm going to say review us on Google. Oh no, I think just review us. Done, right? And now we can just have like basically this message. Sorry to hear that. Please let us know here what we can do better. And then we can send this right there. Boom. So this is the kind of the message, and then they can message you and you can get back to them if they had a bad experience, right? So this is the whole flow. It took a bit of time, but me explaining it, like you can blast this through the whole flow if you can just sit down and just start doing it. One thing maybe I'll show in the future is how you can save it on a Google Sheet for you guys to kind of have it as a database, so you can use it on the emails, or have it as automated into your like CRM if you have one, and just to kind of feed that CRM and every time someone scans automatically without you having to do anything, right? So this is probably for another video. Now all you have to do is just hit update on this one and download the QR code at the beginning of this right here. You just hit download button, it gets downloaded, you slap it now right in Canva one, get your free X on your next visit. This is literally a template. All I changed is the headline, the sub headline, and then I just deleted something in the below. And we're going to delete this one here, and we're going to go ahead and upload this image. I'm going to come grab this and put it right here, and then we're going to click on this and hit remove background. This is a paid version. Let's see if it does remove background. Okay. Just gonna see if this works. 1 second. We're gonna put this right hand fits right here. Boom. That is completely done. Now you have this. You can print it, put it on a stand, and have it right in the middle of your cashier there, where people can see it, so they can scan and increase your repeat business. That's basically it. Now I'm gonna take my phone and see if this works. So sometimes the QR code does take a minute to like configure it after doing it live, but yeah, this completely works right now. So all you have to do is, guys, just test it, see if it works on your phone, go through it, understand how things are going with your own thing here. So make sure that everything is perfect. So as you see here, it shows that this message basically says claim, and then we can go through the whole process and make sure that it's seamless and makes sense. So thank you guys very much on staying around on this video. You should implement this right away. And if you guys like to see kind of videos like this to help you guys increase the repeat business, increase your like foot traffic literally into your restaurant, hit the subscribe button, and we can see you guys on that next video. Peace.